بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأصلي وأسلم على سيدنا محمد خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين. In the beginning of my presentation, I would like to thank Sokhoi State Technical University of Gomen and Taiz University to give me the chance to present my paper in this conference, the 23rd International Scientific and Technical Conference for Students, Postgraduates and Young Scientists, which held on April 27, 28, 2023, Jumail Bulara 8. The topic of our paper is that the effects of virtual classroom and virtual labs and internet on learning and a triangle interaction, authored by our Associate Professor Dr. Gamal Ahmad Alawi, supervisor and author and scholar, research scholar Mayata Hamoud Ali Yahya Al-Humaydi in the Department of Educational Technology, Taiz University. Abstract. This study aims to use virtual classroom, V-class, virtual labs, V-labs, and internet support and sub-technologies-based simulations that is interesting, easy to use by participants, and streamline the time of technical teachers in bringing the technical materials as well as feasible to the used in learning anywhere and anytime. These technologies used both the practical of math course and theory in the government schools in Taiz City, Yemen country, as the most significant tools of information age have increasingly been used in each stage of education system. This paper has designed to study the adoption of the participants of the general class towards the V-class and V-labs. Simulations using with internet support in three dimensions of their abilities, practical skills, and knowledge. The interaction between these dimensions is the key purpose of the study or of this study, to integrate technology in existing educational approach and introduce new technologies as an important tool to support new ways of practical teaching and learning. A model which explains the effect of V-class, V-labs, and sub and teach online on learning is established and tested using a MOS 21 analysis of moment structure program. It explains 100% of V-class tools, 46% of V-labs tools, 91% of int sub and 83% of teach online with good model fit. The findings indicate that all hypotheses are accepted. Keywords: there is 4 keywords: virtual labs, virtual classroom, internet support, and teaching online. Introduction and related work. Simulation is an experiential instructional method that teachers create to imitate or replicate actual events, problem, procedures, or skills to achieve the desired instructional results. The role of simulation to teach and access open theoretical skills has been more relevant in recent years. The growing popularity of simulations and games invites the production of insights that help academic teachers to use simulations and games in their courses. Explore the many ways simulation can be used in the classroom. Consider the perspectives of international teachers on English language. Among advantages pointed out by author 4 and other simulation supporters mostly agree, such as simulation increases students' interest and motivation, makes the material more realistic and relevant when compared to the traditional approach on education or to education. A good example of how simulation is applied to demonstrate the human factor in structured academic social situations in the fields of STEAM, as educators consistently seek innovative ways to teach ethics in science and math. As with any teaching method, simulation has its proponents and critics. Objectives of this study: there is two objectives for this study, which are to interact with the best way of virtual classroom simulations vClass, to study the important effect of virtual labs simulations vLabs on education. Methodology and statistics. The method adopted for the present study was descriptive and statistical in nature. It provides a flexible framework for selecting materials and participants, defining criteria and measures, and implementing evaluation techniques. By adapting these different techniques, the proposed structure model for vClass, vLabs, and IntSub aims to access the relationship between them. To access the relationship between interactive vClass, vLabs, and IntSub, different statistical techniques were used, including instrument development. A confirmatory factor analysis, CFA, principal components vector, and Cronbach alpha exploratory factor analysis, EFA, is used to determine how many latent variables would be used. Construct reliability and test of a structural model, convergent validity and discriminant validity were used in this research according to the recommendations of author 5. To access the fit of the model to the data, chi-square per degrees of freedom probability P equal to 0.160 G. If I equal to 0.97 Fi equal to 0.91 CFI equal to 0.99 RMSR equal to 0.030 and RMSEA equal to 0.039 were computed. If the model fits the data adequately, the t-values of the structural coefficients will be evaluated to test the research hypothesis. Figure 1 illustrated the proposed Teach Online model below. There is, in this figure, there are 12 exogenous variables which connect with 4 latent variables, which are vClass, InputSub, vLabs, and Teach Online. The one path, the headed draw, connected these latent variables with the exogenous variables and give us some results with a good fitness of the model, as we show in this slide. Standardized research weights. That's the meaning? That means when vLabs goes up 1 by standard deviation, this vLabs, Teach Online goes up by 0.57 standard deviation with good results. There, the less results between internet support and Teach Online because in some reasons of technical support. for this study in some schools and some institutions for education. After that, we have the V class and teach online that give us 0.76. That means when V class goes up by 1 standard deviation, teach online goes up by 0.76 standard deviations with good, very good results here. In the second slides, which explain correlations between this latent variable and observed variable, which that estimate the predictors of VLABs explain 46% of its variance. In other words, the error variance of VLABs is approximately 55% of the variance of VLABs itself. Here the error radius so much that give us only 17% approximately, which the predictor of teach online explain 83% of its variance. Good result, very good result, and this is the result, very good results between. That's the predictor of internet support give us 0.91 of the its variance. That means the error approximately only so small 9% of the variance in of internet support itself, and good result also for V classroom, which the predictors give us the estimated of V class explain 100% of its variance. That means there is no error in this latent variables of these factors of this study. Now we give us the correlations between VLABs and internet supports, which give us 0.82. Good, very good results. Also 70.074 the results between VLABs and V class room. Also good result for this correlation, and 100 estimated for the correlation between V class and internet support, which means the students have some idea how to use internet for the virtual classroom, and also they have some idea how use some materials in the internet, like Facebook, like Twitter, like YouTube, like learning management system. There is many experience that occurred for them in the last 2 years, 3 years for the COVID-19. This the hypothesis show us we have the effects between V class and internet support, and also there is a good significant difference from the zero between internet support and V labs, the virtual laboratories, and also the significant difference from the zero between V class and V labs. All these hypotheses are accepted in this study. Population and samples. The difference of studying or the difficulty of the studying the whole population enforces the researcher to randomly choose a sample of 200 of students. The reliability of the construct of V class, V labs, and sub were 0.98, 0.97, and 0.97 respectively. All construct exceed the recommended level of 0.17. That means the reliability is good, very excellent, not only good, very excellent. A model with which explains the effect of V class, V labs in support and teach online or learning is established and tested. Also, this result I demonstrated in the first slides about all this the results. A discussion and conclusion. This study tends to identify within the framework of Author 7. It has investigated the underlying relationships between V-class, V-labs, and support and teach online, which support learning and teaching for class. All hypotheses postulated by the structural model are supported, having its stronger impact on ability, practical skills, and knowledge. It is emphasized that virtual classroom and virtual labs with the support of the internet are required in the class for receiving knowledge through practical simulations anywhere and anytime. In addition, researchers may build on this model to identify and examine other factors that may influence learning to use simulations such as the biology, chemistry, and science skills that support teaching online, including the different levels of information, technology of organizations, and virtual resources. At the end of this my presentation, I will demonstrate or present the references of this study as we see in the in this slide. And thank you for all and for Sokhoi University and Thais University to give me this chance to present my paper in this study. Thank you so much and goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.